So good evening all. Thanks for joining. So today we are continuing the topic in the Route 53 in advanced routing policies we are going to discuss. So for that, I'm currently logged into AWS Management Console. I'm currently logged into AWS Management Console. Currently, I'm in the Mumbai location. Go to EC2 and AMI. Yesterday, we created one AMI. I hope you remember. So what is that AMI name? Hello, Rana, right? So I'm selecting this launch instance. Now, I'm just giving the name is web. And I'm giving the number, two servers is creating T2 micro and selecting the key pair, selecting the existing default security group and launch an instance. That's it. Okay. Now instances are creating. The instances are creating. One is web01. Another one is web02. Okay. Another one is web02. So the concept is now I'm duplicating this window. Going to AWS Management Console and opening the Route-53 console here. And now I'm going to hosted zones and select here. So the last session, I have created weighted routing policy and I'm removing here. So the next policy we are going to discuss. The next policy is geolocation routing policy. What is meaning of geolocation? Guys, when I select the geolocation, all 7 continents, so all the internet services are available. So if specifically your application you want to deliver to the particular country, you can select the country based on your requirement and you can deliver the services there. Example, I'm delivering the services. My website should access only from India, should not connect it from any other country. I can create a geolocation. Okay, and provide the server here. Now the server is created successfully. I can take one of the server. You can see here. Now, web01, I'm taking the public IP address. I'm going to DNS. That means Route-53. Adding the server is the 13.234.31.147 and just create a record. When I create a record, the geolocation from India only the people can access. Guys, you can go to browser and you can type hellorana.com and able to access the page. Can you please check and let me know? Can you please check and let me know? Is this page is working? Girish?
I'm checking, sir. One second.
Okay. Can you please
Yeah,
check
it's
everyone
working.
and let me
It's
know?
working. It's working.
It's working, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to DNS checker and just clicking here. See guys, the website is not working from these locations. Only the website is working in India. Okay. This is called geo-based routing policy. This is called geo-based routing policy. Suppose I want to change the connection. The same site from India. I don't want to access from India. I can change to Singapore. I can change to Singapore and I can save here. Successfully saved. Now I can close your browser and open a fresh browser and you can try to access it. Now the page cannot be reached. Why? I have restricted to access the website from India. Actually, this is coming from uh, from the temporary cache. So that's not correct. Temporary cache. So basically, the site will not work. So can you please check anyone in the batch and let me know whether it is working or not? And simultaneously, I'm going to refresh the page. I'm going to refresh the page and click search here. Now again, I'm going here and I'm finding it. India, the site is not accessible. Singapore, right now, this is a down. Maybe you can refresh after some time, it will work. It will work. Definitely it will work. Okay. Is that clear? So like that, any website, your business audience, where it is located, only in the particular location, you can deliver your site perfectly. So example, I started a e-commerce site. Example, uh, organicvegetablesonline.com. Organicvegetablesonline.com. So I'm selling the products only in India. Okay. So if the site is accessible from France, from South America, Canada, what is the use? That is not my target audience, right? Unnecessarily, the people are accessing my site and are wasting my money to providing the resources from the server. So this is a very big challenge nowadays that is completely solved by Amazon Route 53. Such a wonderful routing policy concept. In Route 53, the concept is geo-routing policy. Any question?
No, sir.
Come back to that. The next routing policy. The next routing policy is latency routing policy. Latency. What is meaning of latency? What is meaning of latency? Even latency also based on the region only, based on the region. Okay. But you can set the latency based on your experience. Example, I'm from India. If India server is down, so which is the nearest location in India? Singapore, right? Yes or no? Maybe if Singapore also down, Sydney, maybe Tokyo. So like that, nearest location, it will be found out. Latency is nothing but it's a technically the speed of the network. So low latency means best network. High latency means bad network. High latency means bad network. Low latency means good network. Is that clear? So now I'm selecting this server. Okay, example, I'm selecting Hyderabad, the latency. Okay, in case if I'm connecting from the server, okay, basically this location is wherever I can configure it, not only from Mumbai. If one server I configure in the Singapore, one server I configure in the Mumbai location, always the connection will be reached to the Mumbai location only. In case Mumbai server is down, then the connection will be reached to the Singapore server. Depends on the globally world map. If you check that, okay. If you check the world map, so now we are here. Okay. So the nearest location. So example, Brazil is a very far away location. Australia also is a far away location. Okay. Australia also is a far away location. So here is a Canada is there. Here is a Canada and here is a United States. So here is a Russia. So what is it actually? So based on the nearest location, it will be find out, but you need to place the server correctly in the correct location. Suppose the Singapore is nearest location for in India. So then you can create the Singapore location, the server, then you can deliver it. In case Hyderabad server is down, then request will be go to Singapore. So this is called latency based connection. So right now, the server 1 and server 2 both are created in Hyderabad location, sorry, Mumbai location. If I'm giving this latency also, it will not work. Okay, it will not work. I'm giving this task to you. You can create one server in Mumbai, one server in Singapore. You can check that your connection always got connected to Mumbai location only. You can down the server, then your connection will be reached to the Singapore. Okay. So this is a task for you. Let's see how many people will do that. Move on to failover. So what is meaning of failover? Suppose if the primary server is down, the secondary server will up. So that is called failover concept. So let them, so right now, this is the primary server. I'll consider this is a primary server, but I need to configure the health check for the server. I need to configure the health check for the server. So what should I do? I need to copy the IP address of the server. Okay. And I need to delete this particular policy. I need to go to health checks. I need to go to health checks and create a health check here. And what is the application name? Hello, Rana. And this is endpoint and IP based access. And what is IP address here? This is IP address. What is the website name? www.hellorana.com. And the port number is 80. And this is a page will get connected. Now this is the URL. This is a URL. Will be monitor from this health check and click on next. So now I'm going to configure the alarm in case if it is a down, I'll get a request. Hey, the server is down. Can you please check that? Suppose I create the server. So web 01 for web 01. Web 01. Okay. Hello Rana application. And I'm configuring my email address and create a health checks. See guys, now health check is created. Now it is unknown means still it is not monitor, insufficient data. Wait for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Then the data will get collected and you tell that if the server is available or not. Meanwhile, I can check my email. You can see here, I want to confirm the subscription so that I'll get a notification when the server is down. See, subscription is confirmed. Now go here. Right now, I don't have any mails. Okay, after this subscription mail. Now I'm going back and refresh here. See guys, now the server is very healthy and there is no alarm here. Okay, so no problem. Then I'll go to hosted zones and select the Hello Rana hosted zone. I'm selecting. Next, I need to create a record. Now providing the first IP address and select the failover configuration. So this is a primary server I'll be considered. Now record set is primary server and health check Hello Rana web application I need to monitor, which I've created just now. Create a record set. Now primary created. Now I need to create a secondary as well. In case of primary is down, secondary will take care. Go to the second server, copy the public IP address, go here and paste the IP address here and select the failover. Now this is a secondary and now monitoring is not required. Only primary is monitoring is required. Secondary is not required. If you want, you can create it. That's your wish. This is a secondary server and create a record. That's it. So primary and secondary both are created. Now, if I'm accessing the application hellorana.com, now I'm accessing, but which server is responding? But you really don't know. So go to DNS checker and go to search here. See guys, 147 is responding. Only 147 is responding. The second server will not respond. Why? Second server is in a inactive state. Only primary server will respond. Secondary server will be inactive state. So this concept is called active passive configuration. Active passive failover configuration. Understand? Now, I didn't see any mails. So for the server is down. Now what I'm trying to do, go to the EC2 console. Go to the EC2 console. The web01 I'm going to shut down here. Stop the instance. Once stop the instance, go back to the health status of the server. We created, right? Now is a healthy, right? So wait for some time. See, alarm is okay and status also okay. But wait for at least 30 seconds, more than 30 seconds. Now this status and alarm indication will change. Alarm indication will be changing here. So, and immediately once alarm is changed, I'll receive a notification. You can see here web01 is completely stopped.
So while this happening, let me ask you a question, sir.
Yes, please.
You mentioned about latency routing policy, right? So I understand you mentioned that in latency routing policy, it only happens if the server 1 is down, right?
Exactly. If
Okay.
server 1 is down, maybe it's a busy, then reaches to the faraway location. Okay.
Okay. Now, see, we have another policy, right, which says weighted routing policy. So
Weighted routing policy is
where the
distributing the
traffic,
load.
yeah,
Distributing the
the
load.
load
The
traffic.
traffic will be distributing. Hey, you can take 30%, you can take 70%, you can take
So
40%, you can take 60%, like that.
okay, in latency policy, if I set a traffic such as server 1, if it is 80% traffic is on that,
You don't have that option in the latency.
in the latency you don't have.
You don't have that option.
Okay. So only if it is completely down or it is uh, then only it
Exactly.
jumps to the next state.
Exactly.
Next country, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, server is in AP location, Indian location, but latency concept is shifted to another latency geographical location. How is it possible, sir?
నాకు క్వశ్చన్ అర్థం కాలేదు, ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారా?
సర్వర్ ఏమో మన ఇండియన్ లొకేషన్ లో ఉంది సార్.
ఓకే.
కానీ లేటెన్సీ పాలసీ వచ్చేటప్పటికి వేరే మన ఇండియన్ సర్వర్ అనేది డౌన్ టైం అయితే మనం సింగపూర్ నుంచి కానీ టోక్యో నుంచి కానీ యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అంటున్నారు. ఎలా కుదురుద్ది సార్?
అవును, అవును. అంటే మీరు 2 సర్వర్లు క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. యూ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ 1 సర్వర్ ఇన్ ముంబై లొకేషన్ ఇన్ ఇండియా అండ్ యూ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ అనదర్ సర్వర్ ఇన్ ద సింగపూర్ లొకేషన్. సో వెన్ యూ గివింగ్ ద లేటెన్సీ, సో one is a Hyderabad, sorry, one is a Mumbai location, another one is a Singapore. So you are from India, you are from Hyderabad. Which is nearest location? Mumbai is the nearest location or Singapore is nearest location?
నియరెస్ట్ లొకేషన్ సార్.
Mumbai. So obviously it will connect to the Mumbai. In case Mumbai is not reachable, then you'll go to the Singapore.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay.
ఓకే సార్. But the cost is increased కదా సార్?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. If you need advanced option, so you need to spend the amount, right?
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.
Yeah. You can see here, so server is unhealthy, alarm, and you can see this AWS notification, server is down. Yeah. Server is down. You can check the console, the complete detail information about server downtime, logs, the complete graph will be showing here. Okay, now meanwhile, so previously when you connected, it's connected to 147, right? Now can search it. Now it will not connect 147. It is connected to the secondary server, 78, 78, 78. Okay. Any other question?
Sir, I have a small doubt here. You said active passive, no, sir. But now secondary server 172.6.78 is in active or passive state?
I have selected.
I think both are in active state, no, sir.
No,
Then
active
only it will.
passive. Active passive. You can see here. This is a primary. Active. Secondary is a passive. So now it is down. Now it is connected here. You can check this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any questions in the failure routing policy?
So most commonly used policy, sir, which normally
That
all
depends on the
companies.
project. I would not able to comment only this type of policies are using. So I'm explaining all the policies with scenarios. So which of the policies you recommended for your company, that's your wish. Maybe if you're giving a scenario, I can suggest which one is best. Suppose you are starting a business, e-commerce business, and you want to distribute your load only in India, you can take a geo-routing policy. I'm a trainer. I have an education site, learning management system. So my audience are my classes are in English. So worldwide English is very famous. So I can set this. I can set this normal routing policy, general routing policy, simple routing policy. I'll set up. I can create it. So based on the requirement, so you need to select the policy and you need to configure it. So next policy, I'm going to delete this. And I need to turn on the Web 01. So let's go to the create one more record. The next policy is multi-value answer. Multi-value answer. So why multi-value answer? Huh? Multi-value answer means, I'll give you a small example. Suppose Flipkart.com. Single server IP addresses are responding. Huh? Amazon.com. You can see multiple IPs are responding. Multiple IPs are responding. Why? So Flipkart business is high or Amazon businesses are high?
Amazon.
Amazon, right? So for every location, multiple choice, the targets, the responsibilities are they created. So at least one of the server will get responded. So there is a chances of connectivity for the site is more when giving the multi-value answer. Suppose now I'm creating the primary server here, and I'm taking this and I'm configuring here. Okay, this is a multi-value answer. Okay, multi-value 1. Create. Again, I'm creating one more record. One more server I added. Now again, this is a multi-value answer. Create it. So now if I'm accessing my site, it will work. But definitely two servers are responding. But one of the server will get connected, but two servers are responded. You can go ahead and check this. See, two IPs are responding. This is called multi-value. So can we consider this an active-active configuration? Active-active failover?
Yes, sir.
This is called active-active failover.
So the IP address which are showing here, it is controlled from AWS, right?
IPs is something different concept, brother. Okay. IPs are taking from the internet service provider. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, these IPs are configured in Amazon data center, obviously.
Okay.
Any question?
Sorry. So you made the value as multi-value, right? Multi-value answer.
Multi-value, yes, multi-value.
So you did not change any IP address, nothing. You just make, okay, I see two multi-values listed here. And it has got a valid IP address. Okay. And this 13.110.76.78, this value was added by you? No, right?
Myself only added. These two values I added only.
Okay, you took the other instant and copied here.
This is instance 1 and this is instance 2.
Okay.
So web 01 and web 02.
Okay.
So next, I'm deleting here. I'm going to the last record, which is called IP based. What is meaning of IP based? What is meaning of IP based? That's very important. So now I'm taking IP address here and I'm creating it. And I need to select the IP CADR. IP CADR. CADR location, I need to choose it. So CADR means how? So basically, class inter-domain routing. If I check that, what is my IP address? This is IP address. I can paste here. Just give me. So almost we have selected all the regions. So IP based means, okay, we have a certain range of IP address they'll maintain by network team. Okay, certain IPs will be maintained by network team. Suppose if you go to the command prompt and if you check that IP config, you will get this series. You'll get this series. So 172.16.0.107 slash 255 means slash 16 value will come. Okay. So if we configured here, this IP, if you're configured here, okay, then only this particular range of networks the people able to get connected. Okay. So basically this IP based network, I would not able to explain. I would not able to configure it. This will take care by network team. This will take care by network team. Okay. So they will give the CADR location. Based on that, we will get connected. So the CADR location, how they are configuring means I'll show you one live concept so you can understand it. How to configure IP based routing policy in AWS Route-53. Okay. So IP-based routing policy, we need to create like this. So this is completely managed by your network team. So they will take care of it. They will create a RR set, resource record set. They will take care of it. So they have a IP Ocean 6 and IP Ocean 4 concept will be there. So based on that, they will give you. So why they're giving this example, my client was sitting on some office location. They have a dedicated IP address like this. So once they're giving an IP address list from the IP based routing, only the people able to access the application. Rest of the people not able to get connected. Even though if you're connecting from outside of the environment, will not get connected. Once you connected same network, they're able to access it. So this complete concept will be taken care by your network team. Okay, network team and ISP vendor, everybody they will be involving here. So mostly you're not taking care of this concept. That is a mostly internet service provider and a network team, they will collaborating and they'll doing the job. That is not your responsibility. Recently added, almost 6 months, and recently 6 months back, the IP-based routing policy was added. Previously, this concept is not there. Any other question? Any question? If no question, I'll be deleting all the records. Okay. So I'm going to select my hosted zone, deleting here. That's it. And I'm going back. Web 01 and Web 02. Both I'm going to deleting here. That's it. Thank you all.